afternoon, everyone. Oh, my. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Bannatyne campus session of the 51st Fall Convocation of the University of Manitoba. My name is Gila Gomeshi, and I will be your MC this afternoon. First, a couple of announcements. We welcome you to take pictures during the ceremony, but we ask that you remain in your seat while doing so. Please don't approach the stage in case you block somebody else's view. We're also asking that you turn your cell phones to silent at this time. You will be invited to attend a reception following the ceremony. Students will recess to the reception area in the J.A. Hildy's Court and the Joe Duke Concourse in level 2 of the Basic Medical Sciences building. Please plan to meet your graduate in the reception area. I would like to welcome our guests seated in front of me who are here at the invitation of the president of our university. And now I'd like to ask you to rise for the entrance of the academic procession and our graduating students. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that the University of Manitoba campuses are located on the original lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We are pleased to recognize and honor today's Métis graduates by displaying a specially created Convocation sash on the center table. We respect the treaties that were made on these territories, we acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we dedicate ourselves to move forward in partnership with Indigenous communities in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. Now, graduates, please rise for the traditional honor song given by Carl Stone, and remain standing for the singing of O Canada, led by Sven Buller of the Desautels Faculty of Music.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and from far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Kenibud Wapshki Mukwan Dejnakas. My spirit name is Standing White Bear, and I like to introduce myself in this traditional way out of respect for the people of the land where we are and for the friendships and relationships that have led to me having it. Good afternoon, graduands, family and friends, alumni of the university, colleagues, esteemed guests, and everyone who's gathered here today to celebrate the achievements of the fall class of 2018. Specifically, I'd like to acknowledge our Chancellor, Mr. Harvey Sector, and also to welcome to our platform today Mr. Ian Wishart, Legislative Assistant to the Minister of Education and Training, Ms. Caitlin Maruka, Council Chair of the College of Occupational Therapists of Manitoba, Mr. Jerome Knish, Member of the University Board of Governors and Vice Chair of the Alumni Association Board, and Ms. Lasha Glenny, Member of the Alumni Association Board. Also on the platform today are members of the senior administration of the university, deans, directors, faculty members who've played important roles in the achievements that we're here to celebrate. As president of this institution, I declare this session of Convocation to be open, and I want more than anything else to commit to you that the University of Manitoba, your university, will continue to take a leadership role in the world, creating knowledge, driving innovation, transforming communities, changing lives. We'll do so in a way that values inclusion and diversity, ensuring the vast societal benefits generated by a research-intensive university like ours are shared widely and equitably. Even though you graduate today from the College of Rehabilitation Sciences, the Max Rady College of Medicine, and the Faculty of Graduate Studies, you'll always be an integral part of the University of Manitoba family. Be assured that the University of Manitoba is always here for you, for your families, and your communities. Our doors, real and virtual, are open to provide further educational opportunities, to facilitate community and industry partnerships, to test your new ideas, to sustain your own personal leadership paths. Many of you are now completing your second or third degrees at the university. More than 125 of you here today will graduate with some new initials after your name that will take you to great heights, we expect, and to new frontiers. Our commitment to leadership at the University of Manitoba has been redoubled this year with the introduction of the Institute for Leadership Development, which will bring together resources to enable all students, no matter what their program of study, to hone their leadership skills. Made possible through the generous assistance of Great-West Life, IG Wealth Management, and Power Corporation, this unique new leadership initiative exemplifies the spirit of innovation and growth that we all can feel today driving this city and this province forward. So I'm particularly excited about the President's Student Leadership Program, where students from the University of Manitoba and other post-secondary institutions across the province will have the opportunity to engage with internationally renowned leaders in business, politics, sport, public service, education, health, law, and the arts. As students in the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences, you have shown remarkable leadership in the fields of occupational, physical and respiratory therapy, physician assistant studies, and in the Master of Rehabilitation Sciences and PhD in Applied Health Sciences programs. Your dreams, your hopes, your expectations, nurtured as you study here, inform who we are as an institution and how we evolve to better serve this community and the wider world in clinical settings, in community settings, and as rehabilitation sciences researchers. We want always to do better, and we know that you will help us to achieve that goal. Ultimately, we've done our jobs as educators. If we've done our jobs as educators and mentors well, tomorrow, this world will be in better hands. Now, I'd just like to say a word or two to friends and family. This is a formal event, in a way. We're all dressed in ways that we don't usually dress, as you know, when students come to the university for regular days of classes and labs and so on, and certainly not for regular days in our offices. And we're dressed this way to remind ourselves that we're stepping into a tradition of graduation, remembering that other students, like this class in front of us, have graduated from similar institutions in many parts of the world for hundreds and probably thousands of years. So it's a tradition and it's a bit formal. But It's also a family time, and I want to encourage you not to let the formality of the clothing get in the way of enjoying the celebration. It needs to be a little bit formal, but not too formal. So each person who is graduating will have a very brief moment when he or she is named and walks across the platform, and you will want to recognize them. You probably have ways of expression in your own family that are appropriate. Some of you probably would find it appropriate to clap. Let's see if we all know how to do that. Good. I think everyone's up for that. It's possible, too, that there are others, friends and family, who might be comfortable with a slightly more energized form of expression. Does anyone want to demonstrate that? And that, too, is welcome. I would just remind you that there's only a relatively brief moment when your family member or your friend crosses the audience, crosses the stage before the next person is announced. So the enthusiasm can be great, but it needs to be abbreviated. Thank you for coming.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to acknowledge the honor song that Carl Stone shared with us, a song that honors all of you, the gifts that you bring, and most especially the accomplishments that you've made by being here today. So congratulations, graduates, and your very proud families. I'm delighted to be here today to share this milestone with you. The first-time graduates of the College of Rehabilitation Sciences and the Master of Physician Assistant Studies program are convocated at Bannatyne campus. You, the students, wish to celebrate your graduations where you've completed your professional programs, and the University of Manitoba made this happen. During the last 2 years, more for some of you, you've worked very hard. You were remarkably well trained, and you're introduced to the changing world of the practice of occupational, physical, and respiratory therapy, of physician assistants, and as graduate students in applied health sciences and rehabilitation sciences, As part of the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences, you're at the forefront of learning in ways which mirror the new care models in healthcare delivery. It's interdisciplinary, it's team-based, with health professionals working collaboratively together to improve patient outcomes. Interprofessional education gives our Rady Faculty of Health Sciences students like yourselves opportunities to learn about, with, and from one another. You all have unique skills, and it's wonderful when you can share that with one another. I hope that you've become enriched through participating in faculty-wide initiatives like the Office of Interprofessional Collaboration, with pilot projects up north, and with interprofessional scenarios in our clinical learning and simulation program. Our health professionals have all had, in all of our Rady colleges, long and rich traditions, many accomplishments, and a strong sense of identity. I hope you're learning to shed some aspects of what might be called our guilds and move forward with your focus on finding the best way to serve your patients as a member of an interdisciplinary health team. This is a positive evolution that will ultimately benefit patient care and impact the way in which all health professionals work together. There are just over 125 of you, graduates from the College of Rehabilitation Sciences and the Master of Physician Assistant Studies program offered through the Max Rady College of Medicine and the Faculty of Graduate Studies. You'll be embarking on your health sciences careers after today. The majority of you will be staying in Manitoba. This will go a long way in meeting the healthcare, occupational, physical, and respiratory therapy needs of Manitobans across our province. Each of you, no matter the discipline, will be facing a changing world, one with increasing expectations on health professionals, the demands of evolving technology, and a broader scope of knowledge. At the recent white coat ceremonies to welcome new students to the Rady faculty this fall, one of the strongest messages from speakers was that health is a human right. Future health professionals like yourselves a few years ago were advised that you must unlearn your biases and racist stereotypes to support the healthcare needs of our most vulnerable populations. We know that in our community, Indigenous people have large health gaps that we must address. Many of those gaps are rooted in a colonial system that evolved so that systemic racism has permeated our country for hundreds of years. As you start your first jobs as therapists, as physician assistants, I ask you to reflect on your role in reconciliation. I think that we can all agree as health professionals that it is our goal to deliver high-quality, comprehensive care, health care to all of our patients. With this in mind, there has to be an acknowledgement that reconciliation is not optional. As a faculty, we are addressing the health-related calls to action in the Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada report through a faculty reconciliation action plan. And we've recently established the Indigenous Institute of Health and Healing on Gomazin to support the health and wellness of Indigenous communities as patients, as learners, and as prospective health professionals. An important part of the competencies our RADI students learn during their educational experiences are what are frequently called the softer skills required of your future roles. Challenging skills, empathy, self-awareness, social accountability, resilience, humanism, and the ability to adapt to change. Now, as you enter the workforce, I encourage each of you to be inclusive when you're in clinical settings, to become a leader and a citizen who gives back. Most importantly, to become an advocate for your patients or your clients, for the health of your community, and especially for those with most needs. Remember that your patients and your clients will always be your best teachers. Be grateful to them and to the committed and excellent teachers who have prepared you so well to practice your health profession. You've also formed what are now, and will be in the future, lasting relationships with classmates who will become lifelong friends and colleagues. You will be grateful for that, and I hope that we'll see you coming back to the University of Manitoba homecoming every 5 years with increasing appreciation of those relationships. Enjoy and respect the remarkable privileges that you've been given and will continue to receive. You've worked hard for this day. Enjoy and celebrate as newly minted masters or PhDs, occupational therapists, physiotherapists, respiratory therapists, and physician assistants. We're excited to see where your journey will take you. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you in 5 years.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Janice Ristock, Provost and Vice President Academic, and it's my pleasure to introduce the individual who has earned the title Distinguished Professor. The Board of Governors of the University of Manitoba established the title Distinguished Professor to recognize excellence and outstanding achievements of members of the academic staff. The title is conferred on the basis of outstanding distinction in research and scholarship, as well as a significant record in teaching. The individual who is receiving the honor today is Dr. Grant Pierce. Dr. Pierce is internationally recognized for his research on cardiovascular diseases and diabetes. Through his scholarly contributions, he has improved the well-being of people across the globe. Through his groundbreaking research on cardiovascular disease, focusing on diabetes, hypertension, and heart failure, he was among the first to show how diabetes directly affects the heart muscle. In another avenue of his research, Dr. Pierce demonstrated that in addition to prescription medications, flaxseed consumption could also significantly lower blood pressure. Most recently, he prompted a breakthrough in the fight against antibiotic-resistant bacteria through the creation of a new platform of antibiotics that demonstrate great potential to avoid multi-drug resistance. Dr. Pierce currently serves as the Executive Director of Research at St. Boniface Hospital, where he's played a key role in establishing the Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences. He also established the Canadian Centre for Agri-Food Research in Health and Medicine, a unique collaboration to advance nutraceutical research that brings together Manitoba universities, the St. Boniface Hospital, and the federal government. Described as an outstanding mentor, teacher, and role model, Dr. Pierce inspires his students to bring ingenuity to their work and to push disciplinary boundaries. He also extends his impact to youth through the creation of the RBC Youth BioLab. This one-of-a-kind program invites Manitoba youth to explore science and health through hands-on experiments. Dr. Pierce is a recipient of the Queen Elizabeth Diamond Jubilee Medal and a Research Canada Leadership Award. He is a Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada and a member of the Order of Manitoba. I'm honored to ask Dr. Grant Pierce to come forward to receive the title Distinguished Professor from the President.
We now turn our attention to the academic achievements of our graduating students. Before proceeding with the conferral of degrees, we would like to recognize a student who has achieved the highest standing of his class. Scott Coley is the recipient of the University Gold Medal in the College of Rehabilitation Sciences at the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences, awarded for outstanding achievement in the college. Scott graduated from River East Collegiate and later Red River College, working as a paramedic through Churchill and Winnipeg, before enrolling here at the University of Manitoba to study respiratory therapy. His clinical rotations gave him valuable first-hand experience and enabled him to hone his critical thinking skills developed early on during his time as a paramedic. Thanks to his university experience, Scott feels he is equipped to tackle upcoming challenges and welcomes working with a talented group of professionals in a team-oriented environment. He credits his academic success to the unwavering support and encouragement of his wife, their new baby boy, and loving family. Today, Scott is graduating with a Bachelor of Respiratory Therapy. So please welcome me in congratulating the recipient of the University Gold Medal in the College of Rehabilitation Sciences. A complete list of the recipients of medals and prizes is shown in your program, starting on page 17, and I invite you to read this list at your leisure. I now invite Chancellor Harvey Sector to address Convocation.
Thank you. It's an honor for me to be able to join you, the graduates of the various colleges in the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences, your family, and your friends in celebrating the completion of your current academic programs. Congratulations to Scott, as well as all the other students who are receiving awards and prizes for their individual accomplishments, and to Dr. Pierce on being named Distinguished Professor. Some years ago, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, said, "Wise people have long known that in a changing world, worthy institutions can only be conserved by adjusting them to the changing times." For over 135 years, healthcare education in Manitoba has developed an enviable reputation as one of this province's most worthy institutions. Several years ago, as we heard from the Vice Dean, members of those units at the University of Manitoba, heeding FDR's admonition, began working on a plan to realize the goal of positioning the University of Manitoba as an international leader in integrated health care education, training, research, and practice. That led to the creation of our Faculty of Health Sciences as an umbrella under which individual colleges could flourish and still maintain their unique characteristics. It also led to the largest gift ever received by the University of Manitoba and to the creation of new programs such as the Indigenous Institute of Health and Healing that we just heard about. Last year, it led to the naming of the College of Dentistry. This past spring, we held Convocation for dental hygiene, dentistry, and pharmacy for the first time here on the Bannatyne campus. And as we just heard, this is the first time in over 50 years that we've held a fall convocation on this campus. All of these developments and initiatives provide recognition of the progress that integration has already achieved and some sense of the promise for progress yet to come. It is often said that in addition to your degree, one of the things you take with you upon graduation is the reputation of your alma mater. Like me, you are the beneficiaries of both disciplines and a university with an enviable reputation created and fostered by the contributions of those who came before us. I am confident that you will do what you can to see that reputation enhanced even further by the contributions that you'll make in your professional lives and as well as your chosen communities, wherever that happens to be. Today's distinguished professor recipient, Grant Pierce, is a prime example of just how much of a difference each of us can make. His career and accomplishments remind me of Margaret Mead's famous quotation, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." All of us here at the university hope that as you reflect back on your time here, you'll feel that while you were here, you moved a little further along the path to becoming all that you were meant to be. Congratulations and best wishes for professional careers and personal lives that are filled with much success and great satisfaction. Congratulations to you all.
Mr. Chancellor, I now have the honor to request on behalf of the University Senate that you confer upon the candidates the degrees earned by them, as these shall later be announced. Will those who are to receive degrees please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled, with all of the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. I also admit in absentia those who've completed the requirements for these degrees, but who are not today able to be present. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You're now graduates of the University of Manitoba, and you can move your tassel from the right to the left. Will those graduates in the front row please remain standing, and the others, you may resume sitting. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Master of Occupational Therapy, with Dean Todd Mondor of the Faculty of Graduate Studies presenting the parchments, and Dean Reg Urbanowski of the College of Rehabilitation Sciences hooding the graduates. Amanda Catherine Gropp Ames. Kaylin Mallory Anderson. Jacqueline Marie Bell. Melissa Joylene Campbell. Suzanne Cassandra Carpanini Sinclair. Nikita Lynn Carrero. Shelby Ashton Champagne. Sarah Ellen DePotty. Francis Diaz. Kirsten Anna Dilling. Nicholas Ducheminski. Atlee Durrett. Nicole Ashley Eckert. Lindsay Brianne Fingland. Allie Catherine Krebs Forrest. Jalen Brooke Fraze. Jennifer Marie Gerard. Margot Jane Hall. Megan Suzanne Halleck. Naomi Ray Baker Hatherley. Anne McTavish Hogg. Kelsey Aileen Dirksen. Catherine Kaler. Megan Alexandra Cost. Kelsey Carmen Lewitt. Cindy Marie Mack. Diana Nicole Marion. Katrina Victoria McKenty. Anna Elizabeth Mosinski. Doreen Joy Monte Nicario. Taya Dawn Palmerick. Melissa Richards. Jason Robelon. Shiva Zadeh. Natalie Jane Schrader. Samantha Lynn Semchishin. Emily May Shaw. Taylor Elizabeth Smith. Jessica Devon Snur. Richa Soni. Megan Sarah Sparrow. Dina Stitz. Janelle Georgette Eileen Swiderick. Emily Ann Vandenbush. Carlene Diane Wilkie. Madison Joy Wilson. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Master of Physical Therapy? Victoria Nicole Addison. Erin Kathleen Blaine. Frances Bowers. Lindsay Aaron Brooke. Leanne Elizabeth Burton. Jarrett James Bushell. Emily Lynn Campbell. Christopher Lawrence Karen.
You got this? Yeah, okay. We're good.
Marielle Josephine Kerr. Vivian Deng. Stephen Frederick Duda. Megan Dawn Urbis. Matthew Alexander Fitkowski. Priscilla Ann Flett. Dahlia Frater. Vincent Francisco. Leah Heschuk. Michaela Leanne Hepner. Jennifer Kristen Hess. Kristen Blair Kashuba. Tyson John Stevens Kustiak. Randy Marshall. Julie Michelle Medwid. Lauren Tate Nicholson. Erica Adele Nielsen. Oyindamola Montserrat Otubusen. Jennifer Kalia Page. Christopher Daniel Radke. Devon Elisa Rawlick. Ernest Joseph Raimundo. Sandra Yvonne Reimer. Colin Emerson Rohde. Casey Roy. Erin Lee Saris. Julie Alicia Schubert. Jessica Charlotte Slimman. Kyle Robert Joseph Smith. Jasmine Alina Stromberg. Leah Renee Turman. Mason Wallace Wesolowski. Brett Thomas Willows. Justin Lee Wilsey. Stephen Allen David Uchin. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Master of Physician Assistant Studies with Director Ian Jones of the Physician Assistant Studies program, hooding the graduates. Alexandra Erica Herta Apt. Dana Ashton Baker. Adara Moira Castleman. Jamie Lynn Chalmers. Sarah Alice Doak. Peyton Nicole Fines. Daniel Kwan. Monica Mai. Kaylee Christine Neal. Justine Nevada Orr. Aileen Patricia Patterson. Roberta Schoenfeld. Lauren Alexandra Shute. Kristen Stevens. Allison Yang. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Respiratory Therapy with Dean Reg Urbanowski of the College of Rehabilitation Sciences presenting the parchments. Scott Gavin Coley. Ian James Hay. Tegan Brooke Kinsley. Elizabeth Ann Conrad. Tim Koos. Robert Joseph Laxdal. Gina Malenki. Muska Mael. Kristen Kate Montalis. Kaylee Marie Oxenforth. Brittany Pedrera. Isang Kwach. Andrew Rambaran. Leah Solomon. Alexander James Will.
Good afternoon, Minister Wishart, Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, guests, and graduates. Congratulations. Today is a big day and one you'll remember forever. As you set out on a new journey, I hope each of you finds inspiration from the University of Manitoba alumni that has come before. While no two personal or professional journeys are ever the same, we share a common thread: this institution and our shared experiences here. Through dedicated study, lively discussion, and at times, sleepless nights, ideas were generated here, discoveries were born, and dreams took flight. Now that you've walked across this stage, after years of hard work and commitment, you join an alumni community that's diverse and more than 140,000 strong in 137 countries around the world. It is our privilege to celebrate your achievement today and to encourage you in every possible way for the years to come. We greatly value our alumni community. We are grateful for the lifelong connection we share, and we invite you to stay connected and come back often. The accomplishments of our alumni bring great distinction and pride to the University of Manitoba. From here, you can go anywhere. You are the leaders who will help shape the future of our province and beyond, and we look forward to seeing just how far you'll go. Welcome to the University of Manitoba alumni family. Thank you.
This brings our formal proceedings to an end. I would ask that members of the audience remain in their seats while the academic procession leaves, and then join your family members and friends for a reception that will be held in the J. Hildy's Court and the Joe Dope Concourse on level 2, the Basic Medical Sciences building. This brings Convocation for the fall of 2018 to a close.
One.